The crucible of World War II pushed the boundaries of human conflict, extending far beyond conventional battlefields. It also unleashed a dark chapter in scientific history, where desperation and ideological extremism led to unimaginable atrocities. Today, we delve into the chilling reality of experiments conducted under the guise of wartime necessity, revealing a stark warning from the past. World War II was not only fought with tanks and planes, it was also a war waged in secret laboratories, driven by a chilling obsession with power and survival. Scientists, under immense pressure and often fueled by twisted ideologies, crossed every ethical boundary imaginable. This historical analysis aims to shed light on these hidden horrors, providing crucial context for students and history enthusiasts alike. Nazi doctors conducted horrific freezing experiments on concentration camp prisoners, primarily at Dachau. Victims were submerged in ice-cold water or left naked in freezing temperatures to test how long a human could survive extreme cold. The primary goal was to find effective methods for treating hypothermia in downed Luftwaffe pilots. Most subjects died agonizing deaths, and the ethically tainted data later sparked intense debate among medical professionals worldwide. Japan's infamous Unit 731, based in occupied China, performed live human experimentation on an unprecedented scale. Prisoners, often referred to as logs, were infected with deadly pathogens like plague, cholera, and anthrax without anesthesia to study biological warfare effects. Thousands died in secrecy, their suffering meticulously documented, and many details remain classified or disputed even today, highlighting a profound historical injustice. At Dachau, high-altitude pressure experiments were conducted to test how pilots would react at extreme heights. Subjects were placed in low-pressure chambers, simulating altitudes up to 68,000 feet, until their organs failed. Some died screaming as air was rapidly removed from the chamber, their bodies convulsing, all in a brutal attempt to understand the physiological limits of human flight. In another horrifying series of tests, prisoners were subjected to poison experiments designed to measure the speed and efficacy of various toxins. Victims were given lethal chemicals, often disguised as medicine, and doctors meticulously recorded the progression of symptoms and the exact time it took for organs to shut down. These cold, calculated observations underscore the complete dehumanization of the victims. Experiments focused on bone, muscle, and nerve regeneration involved brutal amputations and surgical procedures performed without consent or proper anesthesia. Limbs were removed, nerves severed, and bones broken to study regrowth and transplantation techniques. Very few victims survived these excruciating procedures, leaving behind a legacy of unimaginable pain and disfigurement. Prisoners were deliberately exposed to chemical agents like mustard gas in testing designed to perfect chemical warfare techniques. Subjects suffered severe burns, blistering, blindness, and irreversible lung damage. These experiments provided grim data on the effects of chemical weapons, demonstrating a callous disregard for human life in the pursuit of military advantage. Josef Mengele, the Angel of Death at Auschwitz, conducted notorious twin experiments to study human genetics and racial purity. One twin was often deliberately harmed or infected with diseases to observe effects on the other, or subjected to painful injections and surgeries. These experiments, driven by eugenic ideology, represent one of the most disturbing perversions of medical science in history. While often associated with Axis powers, ethical breaches in human experimentation were not exclusive. The US also conducted secret radiation experiments, particularly during the Cold War era. Some soldiers and civilians were exposed to radiation without proper informed consent, with details hidden for decades in classified files, revealing a complex and often uncomfortable aspect of Allied history. Beyond physical torment, psychological torture experiments aim to test the limits of human mental endurance. Isolation, starvation, sleep deprivation, and extreme sensory manipulation were systematically employed as tools of interrogation and control. Many subjects never mentally recovered, highlighting the profound and lasting damage inflicted by these cruel methods. After the war, many scientists responsible for these atrocities avoided punishment. with some even recruited by powerful countries for their knowledge in operations like Project Paperclip. Justice was often sacrificed in the name of perceived scientific or military progress, leaving scars that history still struggles to heal and raising profound questions about accountability and ethics in wartime. If this exploration of history's darkest scientific chapters has opened your eyes, please hit the like button to support our channel. Subscribe to Knowledge Nugget for more real history that textbooks often avoid. Comment below. What ethical lessons should humanity draw from these horrific events? History is not always heroic. Sometimes it's horrifying, but understanding it helps prevent repeating it. Thanks for watching Knowledge Nugget.